Hello and welcome back to another video. I hope you are all doing well. I've got on a bit of an exciting day today. As you might be able to hear in the background, Sam is messing around in this truck because he's bringing some tools in ready to fit the stairs. So we are just going to wing it. We ordered all the stairs and the bits from Stair to kind of put together a glass kind of staircase situation. So we're going to try and install that today. I don't know how this video is going to go, but hopefully it will be exciting and I'm going to give it a shot. Now that all the glossing and the painting is finally done, I'm going to really look forward to having this next stage done. This is the current situation that we're dealing with on the stairs. So we're going to end up having glass all across here and then obviously running down the stairs. Like I say, all the glossing has been done and it's all prepped and ready to start. And then we've got all of the stuff in here. Sam's just literally opening bits up and the glass is over there ready to be fitted. So I'll show you from downstairs what it looks like, but hopefully I don't know how long it's going to take us to install it. Hopefully no longer than a few hours, but we shall see. This is the before. This is the oak colour that we've gone for the base and the banister. Literally obsessed with it. It all comes properly wrapped up in protective packaging. We've got another bit of the banister and the base rail bit, which looks like this for the glass to insert into. And then, like I said earlier, obviously all this glass has been delivered, and then we've also been given all of the screws and everything that you would need to put it together. And then as extra, we ended up buying these tops to obviously go on top of the white posts. And then also we've been given a couple of extra bits, glass cleaner. We ended up ordering like a saw and stuff. So I'm hoping that we've got exactly everything that we need to install it, and they've even pre-drilled the holes and stuff for us to literally drill straight into. So it's so handy that all of that work's been done, because it means that hopefully we should be able to put it together quite quickly. Shouldn't we, Sam?
I'll tell you in a minute.
With no issues. Fingers crossed.
Oh, measured it right.
Well, that's a good thing. That's the start. And this will end up just sitting on top. Obviously, whichever way the wood goes on the banisters. For anybody that's interested, it does actually come with an installation kit. We're not just winging it off of nothing, and they do have a website that you can go on with fitting guides and stuff. So I'm sure if we get stuck at any point, we will use it, but I know what Sam's like, and he doesn't like reading instructions or me reading instructions to him and telling him what to do. So yeah, we'll see how we get on, and we'll keep you obviously updated along the way. I am so impressed with how easy this was to do. Now that we've mastered this top half of the stairs, I'll go through in detail as to how to do down the bottom of the stairs. Okay, so Sam is overjoyed because we've managed to put this in place, which is the first thing that you do, and then you just basically cut it to size if you need to take off anything, but it's pretty much spot on. Also, it's really handy because you get this attachment for the end of your drill, so that you can impact driver then, so that you can get into the groove, because a normal bit is too big to be able to fit through. So yeah, Sam's just going to drill through and get these secured in place. So this is Sam's best buy of Amazon ever, I think. I have got my dad one for Christmas, so I hope my dad's not watching this video. But it's literally all the drill bits that you would ever need. And yeah, it was from Amazon for how much?
30 quid.
About £30. So I'll tag it down below for anybody that's interested, but it's so handy to have.
What bits are they?
Drill bits?
Yeah, but what bits?
I don't know. Why, do you know?
All metal, HSS, masonry, wood.
There you go, coming from the professional expert over here. We're hard at work, aren't we, Oski? Watching Daddy?
That was it. Oscar, stop being a melt.
So now that the base rail is all positioned in place, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but basically the screw heads are now underneath the wood bit there. So we're going to try and fit the glass in place and see what it looks like. Okay, so the technical term is dry fitting it. So that is what we've just done, just to make sure that it all fits okay, which it does. Had a bit of a panic moment and everything slipped slightly, but we salvaged it. So now Sam is just going to silicone along the base rail, and then we'll put the little spacer in this bottom bit, and then basically just place the glass in, add the spacer, place the glass in, add the spacer, and so on until we get to the top, and then the base rail can be, the top rail can be added on to the top after that. Way too easy, and we've got a gap at the top here, which this is to put into place, obviously, if you get those gaps, but that has split in half, so we're just having to glue that together. Sam's drilled a hole through it, so now hopefully once that's glued together it won't split anymore, and then obviously that will just be placed in here so that this can be drilled all the way through and then hold the banister in place. But the bottom one's totally fine now. We've secured that in place. The one thing I do recommend is just using something to hold this bit of glass in place, because it's a lot of pressure when you're trying to fiddle around with all of these glass bits. So yeah, it just basically holds it just until it all sets, and then obviously we'll take that apart. But yeah, this bit's done. Dowel will just get put into here, and then once that's dried, that will just get sawed off. Is sawed a word? Cut off. But yeah, we're getting there. Felt a little bit of a situation. It was all going too well. But basically these wood screws are not quite long enough to catch into this post. So it is going in, but it's not holding it sturdy enough. So Sam's ordered some longer ones on Amazon. So hopefully we can get a better hold inside the post. But for now, this is what it looks like. It is pretty much there. Obviously we've just got to replace the wood screw at the top here, and then we're also going to do it at the bottom of the stairs, and then I think we're going to have to just treat this bit of wood, because this bit's been treated but obviously this bit hasn't because it's a slightly different colour. But we'll get that done tomorrow and then get these posts on, and hopefully that'll be the stairs done. Stairs are now complete and I'm utterly obsessed with how it looks. Even this little one has smacked his head on the glass already, which is pretty typical of Oscar. He's so incredibly clumsy, but I am pleased that we've got that all done now so that he's not peering over the edge looking like he's gonna end up jumping down the stairs. So I'm gonna put him down because I'm obviously boring him, but I thought I'd just run through some information for anybody that's interested in looking at having this type of thing done. As I've already mentioned, we ordered everything from a company called Stair online. Now, it's not an ad, by the way, I just found them on Google and yeah, bought it myself to try and test out, and we are super impressed with how it's gone, how it looks, and how easy it was to install. So obviously, first of all, you do need to make sure that your measurements are absolutely precise, because you just type it in all online and then they send you the materials to the dimensions that you send them. So that is one of the most important things, I would say, in ordering it. But as soon as everything got delivered, we were super impressed with how everything was pre-drilled, so all we had to do was basically put it together. So obviously installation was quick. It took us a couple of hours, I'd say, to get most of it done. We did do it over a couple of days, and I would say the most fiddliest part would be the dowel bit, where we had to kind of saw off the excess bit that was sticking obviously outside of the banister, which you would have just seen. Now that was the toughest part, and we have still got to touch up a couple of areas with regards to that. But apart from that, everything else was quite straightforward. Now, there was a moment on the stairs where I was holding all 3 bits of glass, where I did think that it might fall, but it wasn't. There's sort of groove bits that they slot into, so it was quite easy for 2 people to install, I would say. Anyway, Sam was quite impressed at how easy it was to do, and he is a tradesman, so I would definitely say that if you are just a DIYer, it is quite simple and straightforward. There are installation guides online that you can follow, and when you have everything delivered, obviously you get a sheet explaining things on as well. So they do provide you with every single screw, every single attachment that you would need onto your impact driver to install everything. And then I think we've got a free glass cleaner as well, so even better. Now, I have cleaned up the glass ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm super pleased that we ended up going for glass, and the oak finish to it really just makes it a feature in the hallway, up the stairs and on the landing, and also adding the touches to the tops of the posts as well, just kind of tie it in nicely. So I think on the website there are different options, so you can have sort of like white, black, oak, you can have it pre-finished, unfinished. We decided to just have everything pre-finished because the hallway, the stairs and the landing have taken us so long to even just get to this point, that we just wanted something that we didn't have to really touch at all. So apart from the dowels, which we do have to touch up, like I say, but apart from that, everything seemed to be quite smooth. And I am really pleased that we ended up going for glass, because it's just elevated the space so much. Since taking the rosewood colour banister, spindles and all of that out, it kind of opened up the space so much more. So I was worried that this was going to close it all off again, but obviously because it's glass, yeah, it just makes everything look so much bigger. So I am really pleased with it. The only thing I'm not looking forward to is cleaning it, obviously, but what can you do? You're going to end up dusting in between spindles anyway, so it's inevitable that you're going to get dust everywhere. But apart from that, I am super happy with how it looks. It would have looked better if I could have showed you it with the carpet all in place, but we're not getting that installed for another couple of months yet. So obviously once that's all done, I'll be able to show you the proper finished result. But this is how it looks from the top of the stairs. If I can try and find some before photos, then I will insert them here so you can see the difference. But yeah, I am in love with it. I didn't think that I could love a staircase anymore, to be honest, and I'm so pleased to have gotten rid of the rosewood. But yeah, so we've got 2 bits of glass at the top of the stairs here. Obviously there's a return here, but the gap is too small to fit a piece of glass in, and I'm kind of glad that we didn't get a piece of glass to put in there, because that would have definitely been too fiddly, and it's definitely not needed. It's unnecessary. So yeah, I'm pleased that we've got the 2 that go across here, and then we've got the 3 that goes running down the stairs. Now, like I say, there's a dowel here, which you can obviously see now I've pointed it out, so that kind of needs sort of sanding down and finishing off properly. And then this bit here where we've had to add on the extra bit, we've just got to try and blend that in a little bit better. So yeah, apart from that, everything else is pretty much spot on. I'm pleased that we ended up ordering these as extra, and it was quite easy for Sam to cut one of them down to put here. So yeah, I think it just ties it in quite nicely. And then coming downstairs, I'll show you it from the bottom angle. But if you can just picture a stair runner coming down the stairs with black binding either side, it will look great when it's fully finished. But yeah, I think at the moment it's just really finished off the space nicely, and I cannot wait to get it fully finished so you can see the end result with the carpet in, the cupboards on, etc. If you have any questions with regards to anything, then please do let me know. But I'm so happy that we've got another thing ticked off our list. It's definitely one of those jobs that I thought was going to be a lot more stressful than it actually was. So yeah, I'm really pleased with the result, and I hope that you have enjoyed watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.